I'm Jeremy Rist, a white, middle-class, soccer-playing teenager, and I love hip-hop.
Being the youngest of all music genres that ever existed, to be the biggest thing since life, you know? It's everywhere. Everyone's doing it.
It all started when I got the Space Jam soundtrack and heard Hit 'Em High. Then, from Big Willie Style to Lauryn Hill, and from Nas to The Roots, my interest in hip-hop has steadily progressed. And thanks to this documentary, I had the privilege of speaking to some local hip-hop artists.
I started doing, these kind of things, little rap things, reggae songs, and just weird rock songs in high school with a friend of mine. We just started rapping because it was fun. There were two of us, so it was easy to just lay down beats and have a good time.
I called a friend one day and went to the answer machine, and it was this beat. And as soon as when I saw him next, I asked him how did he do for me. Whose beat was that? Mm-hmm. He said he did it. So this was around like 98, 99. And ever since he told me that, I knew I could do it myself.
I saw people cutting records, and it was something that I always really admired, even though I didn't quite know what was going on. It was always, I was sort of, as a kid, I was sort of fascinated by the imagery of the DJ.
The reason we talked to these artists was to find out how current global events affect their art, and I chose to focus on Iraq.
I could go on a really long rant right now, but I think it's horrible, it's disgusting, shameful, and
I don't agree with someone saying that I'm going to attack you for any reason.
I have a problem with humanity in general, and I think that basically the war in Iraq typifies like the very worst of all of that.
And it's the idea of fighting. I'm gonna fight you because you're weaker than me, and I knew I could beat you up. But what is there to be solved?
I think that the survival of the current system in the United States of America is dependent on both fear of the citizenry at home and conflict abroad. I mean, the war on terrorism is a concept that was intentionally created to create a war and a conflict that will not end. Because if it doesn't end, you can keep it going indefinitely. If you can keep people afraid, you can keep selling weapons forever.
I support the troops. I think the troops are done fighting, and I don't want to have them die.
I mean, like hip-hop is hugely political, or has the potential to be, even in its like most violent moments, it still is like it's an expression of like our culture.
If I'm mad at George Bush one day, I'll play Impeach the President by Green Lantern and Immortal Technique because it gets my point across.
I'm not gonna write a rap about Amy and Huntsville, Condoleezza Rice. Though I'll write a rap about being pulled over by cops. How my dad got fired. How someone looked at me funny, looked at my hair funny, and made a comment about my hair.
There was a time just recently where I was just really pissed off that day, and I absolutely just blasted the war on the radio. And to me, that's really the key to me, is expressing myself mainly through music. But I don't shy away from talking about politics on the radio.
I was also curious to hear their opinion on different races or cultures' roles in hip-hop.
Well, basically, I think that hip-hop is not defined by color boundaries.
Almost like doing any kind of trade or any kind of occupation, race shouldn't be an issue.
I think that as a white hip-hop DJ, it is my responsibility to remain conscious of the roots of this music. At the same time, I don't think that a white person being involved in hip-hop is even remotely unusual.
I don't really have any right, even really criticizing any of it. But I do make a distinction, as I would with bluesmen, or reggae, it's hard to take a white Rasta band seriously,
Yeah. But there's no color lines. It's about you showcase and how you showcase yourself. That's it.
I mean, if you go out with turntables and you can rock a set and you can do your thing and you can cut and mix, people aren't looking at you seeing a white boy or a black boy or an Asian boy or any other kind of thing. They're just hearing the dope sounds that are coming out of your turntables. If you're sick on the mic, then you're sick on the mic. And if you have skill, you have skill.
As long as they're expressing themselves in a way that they want to, regardless who likes it or who doesn't like it. You know, I think the point is to just get what you have to express out.
Essentially, I think that anybody can be involved in this culture. If you love music and you're willing to put the time and the effort into creating music and being with people, then it doesn't matter what color your skin is.
Hell, I want to see more people doing it. I want to see more Chinese. I want to see more Chinese hip hop. I want to see more Spanish hip hop. I want to see more like South American hip hop. I want these people to take this and make it basically like take over the world.